Put the people first, that's how it's going to work. When thinking up your schemes, when dreaming up your dreams, when planning all your plans, when governing our lands, listen to our verse and put the people first. We want to live in the real world. We want a share of the pie. But we need you and you need us too. And together we will make it, you and I.
Kia ora. In 1993, people with learning disabilities came from all over New Zealand to a conference held in Rotorua, organised by the Eastern Bay People First group. For the first time, we had a conference of our own, a place to share our ideas and speak our minds. This is our story.
I think that us as individuals should have the chance to make our own choices and not let the staff or anybody else think otherwise.
But suddenly at the moment I feel as if I'm banging my head up against the front wall because there's nobody listening. You're screaming out telling them what you want, right, but there's nobody listening.
Sometimes staff say we make wrong decisions and they ignore us. This makes us angry.
So if you're going to make a decision, do it. And if you think it's wrong, ask for help. And if you think it's right, go for it.
During the conference, we had time to explore Rotorua, to relax and make new friends. Our rights to have a relationship and families were important for many of us.
We need to be able to trust the people we go out with. We have to build up our confidence in each other. Relationships are for sharing. People do have arguments and do break up just the same as others in the community. We have to find out for ourselves whether relationships will work.
Number one, close relationships should be private. Staff should show respect and we should have a private space to be with friends. Number two, phones on special lines, own phone with own phone number and separate number from branch houses.
We've had no help with our relationship. We've had a lot of questions from staff and managers, usually behind closed doors. When something happens, we end up being separated instead of being helped to work it out together.
Our parents have been very helpful. They are all for it. Wherever we went, we got there independently. We often walked or caught a bus or taxi. We've been together for 6 years, and every year that goes past, it's been strengthened dramatically. Thank you.
I am speaking on behalf of myself and my boyfriend. If I was carrying a child, we should marry, and so our child would have a chance in living. Campbell Hudson of Dunedin spoke on sterilisation, an operation that stops people having children.
If someone wants to be sterilised, it should be up to that particular person. It means that the person can talk to their parents and they can openly discuss it quietly, properly, and talk to the doctors. You know, they're all there to help one another. But the majority is that you should make your own decision, what you want and what you want to say to the doctor. Sterilisation is also important in marriages. You shouldn't be forced into something you shouldn't be doing. It is wrong. You should make up your own mind, but you shouldn't take too long about it. But you should not be forced into something you can't handle. That is also wrong. But having to be sterilised, there's nothing to be afraid of, because I was done and I had no choice in what my parents had did to me. They should have spoken to me about it more properly, but I didn't quite understand. I was that young. But if you want to be sterilised or you don't want to be sterilised, you should get information from your parents or from someone who knows all about it. And I think it's up to you to make your final decision. It's your choice. Thank you.
Mana Tangata entertained us all with haka and waiata.
Yes, right.
We spoke about many other things.
I think that disabled people should be treated as equal as a normal human being, because we are a normal human being and we deserve an equal chance in life. Plus, a few of us with disabilities can go and work out in the normal workforce with everybody else, and we may work a little bit better than the normal public.
We all as disabled people should have human rights, and I agree with you, Grant, that we as disabled people should always be treated as a normal human being.
Like I agree with like everybody else here so far that we all need rights, and even for the people who can't who have got worse disabilities than what we have, they got rights, and they should be able to learn their rights, whoever they are.
Because I feel the staff should have more better manners, better control over say please or things like that, because some of them are very nice and some of them are not. So I feel that's why I get very upset when when the staff don't say please. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Labels are for campers, not people. Staff use us for cheap labour. What's cheap labour? We're not cheap.
Number 7, the staff have been known to take our personal belongings without our knowledge.
And I don't really approve of the name invalid. I'd sort of probably say what Hamish said earlier. But, you know, when you look at an invalid, it's a person who's just about ready for their grave and still alive, you know, or just about had everything removed. And
One morning there was a soccer game played by South Island, North Island teams. After the game, people joined small discussion groups in many rooms around the conference centre. We talked about how to make people in the community hear what we think and want to achieve in life. We talked about setting up our national committee and other dreams and plans for the future. Then each group reported back their ideas to the whole conference.
National committee, there should be a national committee so they can speak out for our rights and be strong and brave.
I'd like to say that everybody wanted a national committee, and nearly everybody wanted the name People First.
We're calling it the People First National Conference Committee. Sorry. And one thing we did say was we heard the IHC is claiming as their own, and we said we don't want it. We want to be separate, a separate name to the IHC.
I believe in the National Committee because I think people first is important. We can live our lives and do what we want. We want to make our own choices and find out information affecting us before it happens. We can make our own decisions. People First will enable us to do this. We are a very good union and we want to get our points across. All organisations should get newsletters and everyone should know what's going on.
I believe as People First should work together as one big group and really work together as one national committee and really go for it. Thank you, people.
For nearly 1 year, our committee and advisors worked hard to fulfil the wishes and dreams voiced at our conference. The government gave us money for meetings and newsletters. The People First Conference report was then published. The National Office of IHC would not let us use the name People First. They didn't think we should have a national committee. We decided we couldn't carry on without their support. Those who came to the conference and those who see this video will know we are ready to speak up. Our voices cannot be silenced forever. We know that one day our dreams of having our own self-advocacy organisation again will come true. Nine years after we made this video, IHC helped us become independent. Our leaders talked to members all around New Zealand. We had help from a lot of people. They helped us to set up our guidelines. They helped us to find money